I'm Robert Firpo Cappiello, Editor-in-Chief at Hospitality Technology. My guest is Jill Beagle, Vice President of Sales at Shiji Group. Jill, welcome and thank you for your sponsorship of the HT Next Content Hub.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're very excited to be a sponsor this year.
Great. I want to give you an opportunity to describe the Shiji Group's mission to our HT Next audience.
Yeah, absolutely. So at Shiji Group, we provide technology solutions that help hoteliers to engage with their guests where they eat, sleep, shop, play, and pay. And we are a global company, as you know, so we are not just in hotels, but we are truly across the entire hospitality industry, so entertainment as well as retail and restaurants. So very vast, and really at our core, I think, part of our mission is to really be a good partner to the industry and make sure that the solutions we're providing and the service we're providing is serving our customers and the industry well.
Thank you. Now, in that area of serving customers, I'd love to discuss for a minute lodging industry pain points that technology can address, and specifically that Shiji Group can address. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. We know there's many today. Haven't been in this industry for quite some time. It's definitely unprecedented times. But when we think about technology and hotel technology, at Shiji, we've identified change management comes really high on the list. And what we mean by that is that technology is changing very fast. The needs of the hoteliers is changing very fast, and what they need to do to properly service their guests as well as keep their data secure, for one example, is changing really fast. And it's a difficult process for them to have to manage that change, not only from the technology landscape, but then how do they actually implement that technology and make it a good process for their team and along the way. Just expanding on that a little bit, things such as compliance around data security, data privacy, data sovereignty are top of mind of hoteliers today. Those laws came into effect a few years ago and continue to evolve around the globe and in different regions in different ways. And that's a challenge they have to make sure their technology is going to be able to support them and protect them and their guests. And I'd say the other area, I'll try to limit it to kind of two key is, with the ability to implement new technology when they find the need to be able to implement it quickly and efficiently in an enterprise organization, whether that's enterprise in a region like the US or enterprise across the globe, without absorbent costs or timelines. So that, whether it's integrations that they need with that technology or just, being able to do it efficiently and get their team onboarded quickly and a new hotel live and up and running quickly is really a challenge that they face when it comes to making those type of significant changes.
That sounds very relevant to what's going on right now. And I would love for you to describe some of the ways that Shiji Group helps to solve some of these challenges. I know you're an enterprise solution, so you can come at it from many different directions. We would love to hear about some of that.
Yeah, and since we don't have a lot of time, I can't talk about all of our solutions because I think we've really done a good job with our solution set of bringing things in each one to help solve a piece of, pieces of that, if not all of that. But I'll talk a little bit about our enterprise hotel platform, which is our latest technology, and we've been quietly building over the last several years from the ground up. And really what this platform does is addresses a lot of that. It's unique to the industry in that it is a true cloud-based platform, and it encompasses a PMS and more. And it was really designed after a lot of these, if we go back to the data security, data privacy, sovereignty laws, after a lot of those laws came into place, we were building around that. So unlike some legacy platforms that were built years ago and have to now try to figure out how to architecture to protect the data and take care of those things, we built ours from the ground up already knowing and having that in place, and have built it and architected it to where it can continue to scale and evolve as the needs in that space change. The other thing that we address, going back to those pain points I mentioned, is it truly is an easy to scale platform. So if you have an enterprise group that you're running multiple hotels, whether again in region or across the globe, after that initial build of the enterprise, if you will, hotels can go live in a matter of days. It is no longer these cumbersome, long implementation processes It's not difficult to train. We actually have a group that comes to mind that they completely implemented and onboarded their own team as they brought new hotels on board without any assistance from us. So it's a little bit of a unique group, but it's possible. So we really wanted to design it to really be able to help operations to quickly scale, to quickly deploy, to easily train and onboard their team members in the process. And I'd say, kind of the other key thing that we've addressed with this platform is that we truly do have open APIs. And, we don't want the integration process to be painful or expensive for our partners. And so while we would love for every hotelier to use, if they're using our platform, to use our other technologies, it's really up to them. We want them to choose the partner or the vendor that works best for them. And so our approach with the open API strategy is to make it easy. And even if it's one of our direct competitors on one or more solutions, it's going to be very easy for them to connect into that platform and use our core platform as well.
Mm-hmm. Open APIs and integration, definitely a hot topic at this year's conference, and I really appreciate that. So Jill Beagle, Vice President of Sales at Shiji Group, I want to give you the last word to our HT Next audience as sponsor of the HT Next Content Hub. I want to give you the opportunity to have some closing thoughts.
Thank you. We're excited. I'm excited to go to sunny Arizona. I lived there for a few years. In fact, my house was like right on the other side. I could look across the fence at where we're going to be staying. But we are super excited to be a sponsor. As I mentioned earlier, we really want to be a contributor to the industry and a good partner to the industry. And so a sponsorship and an event like this with such great educational content and bringing leaders of the community together is a really important thing for us to participate in at a sponsorship level. We're very excited to see people in person again and to be able to connect with them and hear about the challenges they're facing. I'm sure there's more than what I talked about here today, and really just collaborate with them and see how we can help.
Well, we really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to it as well. Thank you so much for your time, Jill.
My pleasure. Have a good one.